Richmond, California is a city of 102,000 people located across the bay from San Francisco. With its 32 miles of bayfront property, Richmond in the early 20th century became an attractive location for industry such as manufacturing and oil refining. In 1931, the Ford Motor Company opened a new plant on Richmond's waterfront, their largest assembly plant on the West Coast. Stretching a quarter-mile long and boasting more than 500,000 square feet of space, the Ford assembly plant employed 1,000 people and quickly became an economic boon for Richmond. The building was designed by Albert Kahn and praised as a masterpiece of industrial architecture when it opened. By 1942, America was at war, and the plant switched to assembling jeeps, tanks, and other military vehicles for shipment overseas. Workers turned out 49,000 jeeps and 90,000 tanks for the military. When the war ended, the plant reverted to assembling cars until 1956, when the Richmond plant was closed in favor of a larger assembly plant in Milpitas. In the following years, the building remained unoccupied and sat in disrepair for almost 5 decades. In 1988, the Ford Assembly Building was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. The Loma Prieta earthquake of 1989 damaged the building severely, and it was determined to be unsafe for use. The city of Richmond considered tearing it down. In 2003, the city sold the building to Orton Development for $5.4 million. Renovations began immediately, including the installation of 6,000 skylights, 15,000 windows, and several dozen solar panels. When it reopened, the renovated, historic Ford Assembly Building was honored with a 2009 Design Award by the East Bay chapter of the American Institute of Architects. This visionary renovation has transformed a long-neglected landmark into a model of sustainable design. The building that once produced thousands of military vehicles during World War II now houses green businesses and a popular restaurant and entertainment venue. 6 new tenants occupy the building, including the solar panel manufacturing company SunPower, as well as sportswear companies Mountain Hardwear and Title IX. The Craneway Pavilion Entertainment Hall boasts 40,000 square feet of space and waterfront views of the San Francisco skyline. The Boiler House Restaurant, located in the former assembly plant's actual boiler room, provides casual dining and cocktails. There are plans to set aside space in the adjacent oil room for the new Rosie the Riveter Visitor Center. Richmond is home to the Rosie the Riveter World War II Homefront National Historic Park, which includes the Rosie the Riveter Memorial in Marina Park, honoring the 18 million American women who worked in defense industries during World War II. The National Historic Park also includes the SS Red Oak Victory cargo ship, made in Richmond in 1944 and saved from the scrap heap in 1996. As for the Ford Assembly Building, it continues to be a model of innovation and environmentally responsible reuse, and remains a shining example of how that innovation can be connected to an important period in our nation's history.